Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Global Entertainment News Breakfast Show, your daily dose of news and updates. I am your host, Bella, and joining me in the studios are
Sola.
Steering.
and today's top story from Punch newspaper: 50% tariff hike. Nigeria may spend 6.74 trillion naira on costs. The Nigerian Communication Commission approved a 50% increase in calls tariffs on Monday, which may raise the average cost of calls to 16.5% per minute. Based on the 2023 National Telephone Tariff data, this hike could generate over 6.74 trillion naira in revenue for telecom operation in 2025 if calls volume remains stable. Hence, Nigerians may pay this amount to the firm. However, this projection excluded the impact of free and discounted call promotion, which may alter actual revenue figures.
Well, this is a very big, it's actually a very big income revenue for the tariff
Telecom.
telecommunication company. But I think the government needs to really look into the fact that Nigerians themselves, we are going through a lot. Now that you are trying to make a 50%
Increase.
increase in tariff, I don't, because wow, just look at for an instance whereby you are making a call to somebody and the person you are making a call to is not probably hearing what you are saying well. This money is still being
Being
removed,
deducted.
still deducted also. And the telecommunication company, they won't come back and tell you, okay, oh, sorry for this network issue. Their own is to collect their money. They consign them. The rate that if this thing keeps going, but we've not even talked about data issue alone.
Yes.
The rate that if you probably recharge 2 gig for 2 days or one day, before you know it, the way it
It
takes
goes.
exhausted, everything is
And the
gone.
increase now is that instead of 10 naira per minute, it's now 16 naira.
16.47,
And
approximately
then
17 naira.
SMS is going to be costing for 6 naira per SMS.
It's just too
And
much.
then 497 naira for 1 gigabyte data, which I'm thinking that is something that the inflation in Nigeria alone is something that is not now they have to rush into this tariff hiking of the telecom. We have to consider one thing at the other because Nigeria is already facing a whole lot of tribulation that is setting us back when we come to economic, when we come to food, when we come to transportation, when we come to safety and all that.
The
Let me,
increase is just too much. You get, imagine those that are selling data now. Before data was 200, and those that are selling it, they were able to sell it 290, 300 like that. You now increasing it to 497 naira per 1 gig. That's approximately 500. How much do you want those that are selling it, that are using it as a source of income, and are using it as business to hit? How much do you want them to sell it to others?
Well,
I tell you, this fact, this problem is still going to increase because I don't see this stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
it's
We
not
wake up
any.
very soon, you realize
Because
that the
before
increase
it
to
was
7%.
13, now it is
Because the government has really
16.47.
borrowed a lot of money from every part of the business in the country. Now they are now looking for a way
The
to repay
question is
all
that
those
the
loans.
money they are getting back from this, are they using it to pay the loans? That's just the question. They are not using it to pay the loans now.
They
No,
are the leaders, and then they will definitely going to have a way to sort it out. But right now, at the stage that Nigeria is now, because in every let me say the world economic, we are far below. We are not even in anywhere close to anything good right
Mm-hmm.
now because everybody is complaining.
Yeah,
Those that are coming home, they can't even want to spend
people are
because
lamenting.
yes, so it's not now that you want it because okay, talking about a layman now,
yeah.
how much do you think the person that just recharged 100 naira and then still 16 naira is being deducted from just per call and then
Per
the call
minute.
some people
It's
say
not even per call. Oh.
so you can imagine that some people will now won't be able to get a phone for themselves or even thought of recharging it.
I make everybody go get before make they buy
That,
data for
that,
phone.
that is the main reason why most everybody now rely on WhatsApp call.
Exactly.
That
WhatsApp
is for
Nobody
call.
people
have
that
time
has
to.
an Android
Yeah.
phone. If you don't have an Android phone, okay, talk about the mothers that are in the village now.
Mm-hmm.
They might not know what is going on, but at the same time, they might be thinking that why is the money going so fast? Why, when I recharge on my phone, the money keep going so fast? What's happening?
This is
This
Nigeria.
this is not the right time the government have to implement this hike in tariff communication. Something needs to be done.
This is Nigeria. They know if they say you people will go ahead with it. We guys will not talk, will not do anything. We will just go with the flow. That's why they just keep implementing, putting things upon our head, and they are just going scot free.
Wow, we just hope they listen to us. Moving on, 6 killed, 3 injured in Ogun multiple crashes. Two road crashes that occur on the Lagos Ibadan and Lagos Abeokuta Expressway on Sunday, Monday left 6 people dead while 3 others sustained varying degrees of injuries. Learned in the separate update from the Ogun State Police Public Relations Officer Omolola Odutola and the Commandant General of the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and the enforcement agency Seyi Ogunyemi that the incidents were caused by driver loss of control and fatigue.
Well, it's always, I don't know why this accident issues has always been an anthem in the country. Now that we see another accident now, I think it's happened in the
On
Ogun State
Sunday,
Yeah.
Lagos
Expressway,
Ibadan
Lagos
Expressway.
Ibadan. Ogun State has is 6 killed and 3 injured. Well, I think we really need to caution the way
The
we even
reckless
drive,
driving.
because we can't put all the blame on government, that government have not, they didn't provide the
What
radio,
are we also
didn't
doing
provide.
to prevent it?
Because some drivers, you will see some drivers driving at the same time, they are on calls at the same time, they
They
are
are
being
not
distracted
concentrating
at
on
the
what
same time.
they are doing.
Pressing phone, some were even drunk.
Most of them they will say, okay, do you know how much they are selling for? I'm not supposed to be driving slowly. I have to rush
Some of
because
them even go
you
and
have
pass
so
the
many
one way
excuses.
they suppose not to pass just because they want to get where they are going very fast and quick.
You,
Like,
you you see some people, they want to escape pothole. They want to escape this particular pothole. They will have to drive into
another
another person's
person's
lane, and
lane,
they will not be observant that who is at my back coming with speed. So many things causes
a
accident.
lot.
We just need to be vigilant when it comes to
At this
driving.
point, it's not just the government that needed to be blamed at
We
this day because
ourselves need
it's
to be
always the
cautious.
cautions for everyone. Do not call or text someone while you are driving. Don't drink while you are driving. And this thing is something that we needed to take
Yeah.
serious. Imagine taking six
And they
lives at
should
once.
ensure using seat belts
Exactly.
because
It's
most of
only
the
do you
accidents
know do
that
you
are
know the
happening,
most funniest part is only when Nigeria is about to drive into a road safety, that is when they
they
remember
remember
to
that they
put
want to use
on
their
their
seat
seat
belt.
belt.
Most of the accident that happens, you don't see the driver being injured or anything happens to the driver. It's always the passengers.
Something do happens to the driver as well if they are not careful with the way they
Not
drive.
all of
So
them.
something, yes, something do happens to the driver as well.
Not
The
all of them.
carelessness is involved both the driver and the passenger, which we are talking about here. If the driver is not careful, it might endanger himself and also endanger the passenger. That is it.
I think last this December that just passed, I was unfortunate to be a victim of an accident that happened on Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos. Yeah, it was just a simple mistake the driver did that warranted to that accident. Just imagine a driver on the first lane on the Third Mainland Bridge moving with speed. He was not vigilant enough that okay, he should be facing the road. He wanted to switch on his radio. Just imagine a driver trying to switch on his radio. He was not vigilant at what's happening at the front. Then he was turning himself to feature to wind the
Wow.
radio. His steering was moving with him at the same time. He left the first lane and went straight to the third lane.
Imagine.
We had to hit the third mainland bridge culvert. It was just a small mistake. We would have moved over the
That is
culvert.
another thing with drivers. They are driving. They wanted to put on the radio. They wanted to put on the blue
Why can't they just
the
park before
speaker so
doing
that
everything they want to do? They should just park. It won't take them time. Imagine now, okay, what you guys want to do when the accident happen, will you be able to do it? Will you be able to go where you want to go to? The place you are running to that you want
it's not even
to
the
get
matter
to
the place
and
they
come.
So
want.
They're not able to
the
get
funniest
there.
part was that it was after the accident I knew that this man was even disabled himself.
Disabled,
He
wow.
was actually using
Crutches.
a stick to walk. His leg is not actually
Straight.
stable or straight. Or let me use that word straight. So well, the question I need to ask is that is it proper for a
It isn't.
disabled person to be able to for a disabled person to have a good license to drive a car?
Yes.
you know, they go for the training, except for
Yes.
those that doesn't go for driving schools. They go for the training and they give them the license. Without you going
A
for training,
disabled
how will you
person
get
can
a driver
actually drive.
license?
Alright.
It's just that we all Nigerians, we are not always, we like cure before prevention, not prevention before cure. Do you understand? We should prevent this thing before it happens, but we want it to happen, then we want to prevent it. How do you want to do it? That's just Nigeria. We are not always conscious of anything around us. We just do things in any, just do it anyhow.
Well, that is a story. Let's move on. Suspects arranged for alleged stealing bank's 1.1 billion naira. A 43-year-old man Sunday Azinide, who alleged hacked Money Point Microfinance Bank, vowed and stole the sum of 1,190,728 1,076 billion naira from the bank was on Monday arraigned by the police before the Federal High Court in Lagos State. The defendant is facing 3 counts bordering on the conspiracy, hacking, and obtaining the false pretense referred against the unit.
This is actually, it's actually a big story, I tell you, because the rate at which this
Fraud.
hacking, forward and hacking and
Mm.
everything is being rampant. But I don't know why the issue I do have with that, you are a citizen of a country and you are defrauding your own country at the same time. It's very, very wrong,
It's
because
very, very wrong.
it's wrong and bad at the
And
same
the
time.
one that is worst is those that are actually in the outside country and then they still face home to actually defraud Nigerian as well. You are outside country, you already find a greener pasture to travel at, and then you still face home to come and defraud. It's something that
So
needed.
sad.
But
It's so saddening.
I don't actually think one man can
Can
actually
do
do
this
this
thing,
this
no.
job of 1.1 billion. It's a very big fraud, I tell you.
Yes.
Before you remove 1.1 billion,
It's
you are
not even
able
about the
to
money. How did they get in? One
see,
man can't do that.
hacking alone has become something that is very social media has made hacking now even easier for some people, because there's a way there are some software you get, even school sef, some computer schools now even teach hacking. They teach hacking now. So there's some software you get that will make it seem even more easier for you. But to me, in this
There
issue,
is an informant from that money.
so apart from being an informant sef, I don't think it's even a five-man job, because for you to defraud a particular company
1.1
1.1 billion
billion naira.
naira, for you to even
No,
bring
it's
out
more
for that
money.
money to even leave the account without being noticed, there will be someone that we even the person in charge of the access code for this money to come out, the person needs to be arraigned also. The bank manager, the person that even did the fraud and his accomplice, all of them need to be arraigned at the same time.
What if it's possible that this man is the only one that actually go with
No,
this
it's not
information and
possible.
then he worked with it and then
He
he
can't.
was
Hacking is not
successful
that
at
easy.
it?
He can't.
Hacking is not that easy. For you to hack into a financial institution as money points,
There are gurus in hacking,
this
you
kind
know.
of this
Do you
kind
know?
of
One person.
Do you know there are gurus in
apart from being a
hacking?
guru, this kind of financial
When they say
institution,
gurus,
for you
there are
to
people
for you to
behind
run
them. There are people at
No,
their back.
there are
for you
gurus.
to run an online company, you need to update your software
Every
probably every two weeks, or every three weeks, or even in a month. Because for this man to be able to do this, he has more experience, and his software is more updated.
Yes, there are gurus in hacking. When it comes to that, there are gurus in it that they will they'll do the operation all by themselves and then it will be successful.
Before you even go into this kind of hacking, you will spend at least more than 500 million to hack that kind of account.
That is.
It's not an easy software to get, I tell you.
Let's move on. 3 drowned, 19 rescued as river boat capsized. 3 people, including a toddler, has been confirmed dead when a passenger boat traveling from Port Harcourt to Bonny in Bonny local government area of Rivers State capsized on Sunday evening. Gathered that the incident was caused by a storm at an area called Yellow Platform near Bonny Island at about 5 p.m.
Where I came across this video, this incident online, when I saw me alone seeing that, when I even saw the kind of water those people were in, I was like, people have this mind to be able to travel. If you see the boat sef, it's not even the kind of boat that has cover. It's not
It's
even a
just
ferry.
it's just
It's a boat that
All these small boats.
that
boat that
plastic.
you are seeing the water is seeing you. You can even put your hand inside the water like this. I was like,
Well,
and someone has the mind to carry a toddler, a child inside that kind of boat.
But what if
You
there is
just,
no way for them to pass? They don't have any option than to go through the
see,
water.
when I came across the video, I had the man from the water saying, we've been here, help us, we've been here for over close to an hour. Just imagine them
I
floating
mean,
on that water for almost an
you can
hour.
imagine the time for another boat to actually come to
To
come
save them.
to save them.
The boat that actually made this popular was actually a man, a boat that was passing by with passengers also. The man was making a video. Was like, see you, that boat don't capsize. Oh, imagine you see people inside water. The way they were even shouting, help, help, help. You can't even hear them vividly itself. The sound of the wave, the water
The
sound, the wave
water
and
sounds
everything, you know
and
how you
all.
hear them. They were even pleading they should join them in their boat. You
Even
can't
not
see it.
to join
Even the
together.
passengers on that boat said was like, driver, move, driver, move. They were even scared of their own lives too.
And
There was a man said holding the boat, wanted to come inside. Like, I beg go. One person had to even push him away.
Wow.
Because if they are eventually try entering that boat, that one said to capsize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just imagine the kind of risks these people are taking for them to travel. You don't think,
Nigerians are full of surprises, and they
and
they want
they act as if their life is no more important than the
they wanted to take a whole lot of we usually talked about, and it's just something that we needed to like. We need to acknowledge more people about this, and that there's so much importance and life saving in when you take prevention.
The one that even made me laugh was I saw a man with yellow keg. This yellow keg they use it in
Fetching.
fetching this palm oil people use palm oil. I saw a man on it, floating on it, trying to
It
save his life.
was trying
I was
to
like,
save his life.
oh.
It's just not easy though. On today's top story from Vanguard. Kidnappers challenge Solodo, adopt man 48 hours after security outfit launch. Aqua. Kidnappers in Anambra State have defied Governor Chukwuma Solodo by adopting a man just 48 hours after the launch of the state's new security imitative operation, Udo Kachi. According to the relative of the victim, the adoption took place around 11 p.m. on Sunday. The kidnappers reportedly drove the man around in his own vehicle while negotiating a ransom. He was eventually released early Monday morning at approximately 7 a.m. What a dear.
Power past power.
No, what a dear.
Like the audacity.
You know the way that use this kidnappers, most kidnappers won't do their operation. Imagine
They don't fear. Like
you kidnap
the
someone,
goats.
you're actually driving it. People on
Driving
person's
around
car,
the town on his car.
around to negotiating and wait, is it that when along the way when this man was being driven around
People are not seeing it or
even
what?
security there's
The
no
new
checkpoint for
security
them
that
to-
is being
That's why there
that is
should be a
being launched.
CCTV camera around the road. Why this man was driving? Why this kidnapper were driving this man on around
even the
in
part of
his car?
CCTV camera sef, it depends on what kind of car the person is driving.
Exactly. If it is a
car that is
tinted,
not tinted, you will not know what's
No,
happening.
but they should know his the plate number of the car now.
it's his own car.
It is so
Since he
you
has
are
been kidnapped
you are
already.
driving your own car, who will notice that there's something
There's
happening?
something happening.
Wow.
That's it.
The person beside you can even be the one pointing
Gun
a
at
gun
you.
at you.
And
pointing
then
at
it
the
makes you
back,
to
you
smile.
will drive.
You're going to smile and then feel free. If
But at
someone
that point your brain will go, you will not go calculate the right.
You just don't want
your
to
life,
die.
You just want your life first.
you just don't want to die.
Imagine.
But I'm sure they will pass a police checking point.
I think what the government needs to do and the security agency needs to do for them to be able to get these people is to look at how the transaction was actually being made.
Yes.
If the man was
Because
if the man was really driven the way they said, the man said he was.
It says it's true money point that the transaction was
They should
being
look
made.
into the account that money was being transferred to, probably track them from there. I think that's the best way the government will do. Because even someone being kidnapped, even though they didn't cover their face or cover their face, I tell you, when you face a kidnapper face to face, after that incident, you forget the face of the person.
Yes.
But at that moment, you are going through trauma.
Exactly.
You
Lot of
can't even
things are
remember
on your
anything. Let's move on. 30 December, Lagos generates $71.6 million revenue from tourism. Lagos state government has disclosed that it generates over 71.6 million in revenue across tourism, hospitality and entertainment sector in December 2024 section. During the year-to-date tag 30 December, hotel alone accounted for over $44 million, while shortlet apartment combined over $13 million, underscoring Lagos' immense economic potential as a destination city. Lagos.
Because
Well,
at the
and
end,
you can see that the government are really actually saving money
I said it the
from
last time
different
now.
revenues. Imagine tourism alone bringing $71.6 million, and
Not even in Naira.
I'm very sure that this is not total figure, because government can't tell me the small hotel in my area, the actual amount they made during December, or the small hotel in my village, sorry, in my locality, how much they made. I think the government are actually seeing more, because if they place revenue, just imagine, just ordinary revenue you are placing on in December, just for December
alone, 30
alone,
December.
you are seeing $71.6
And
million
talking
dollars.
about every other regular day that it's not even a
Just
holiday or
Friday, weekends, all
not even
these
talking about the
Saturday
Friday
stuff.
weekend, like
and
all
and
those
and this is
foreigners.
Lagos State alone.
Yes, and foreigners coming to Nigeria to actually do research and all that. You can imagine how much that is being generated from that.
A
Talking
lot was even done this December in Lagos.
talking about the tourism alone, I think that if every other country, especially those that are in jaws, because I heard there was so much of a good site there that can be and exploit for foreigners. If those places have been well constructed and built into it, there's going to be more and more of this money that's going to be coming up. But the problem we are having is that we don't have a good government that is leading us into the better side. This money is being generated for their own use, for their family use, for their own lifestyles and all that. And then we are just here. Let's hope for the best. Moving on. Suspend RCCG pastor Ilu Yomode unveil new church in Lagos. Strong indication emerged that Pastor Idowu Ilumide, the former senior pastor at the City of David Parish of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, has floated his personal ministry called the Family Fellowship. Iluyomide was suspended from the RCC in 2024 and asked to report at the church headquarters in Ebute Metta.
So this is actually serious.
Serious.
Yes.
Because see, to me, I won't judge a particular person for what people really think about the person. But I think for him to be suspended
The
from
reason
He
why
has
they
done
says
one thing or
it,
the
no,
other.
the reason why that most people are actually think that it's connected to his suspension is because yeah, his wife threw a lavish birthday party few weeks after the death of Albert Giwa, the CEO of Access Bank,
Okay.
which was the church thing that is not supposed to be so, which they feels like Albert Giwa is a member of
Of
the
the
church,
regime.
and then they don't expect him to his wife to actually throw such birthday party, and then that was what connected to the his suspension. And then he has reason to he has reason, and then he further went on that he wanted to go and open his own church and then start his own ministry because he says he was being called by God.
apart from him being called by God, I don't think the Access Bank and the church has any.
Connection.
Or
Is he not just a member
no, is it that the member,
worshiping in the
probably
church?
probably the managing director of the Access Bank is a member of the church, or if he or she is even a member of the church, it doesn't stop
Apart from
the
celebrating her
celebrating her
birthday
own
now.
birthday. She said it's something she has actually planned
To
to
do.
do, probably
Before the tragic.
before the tragedy incident happened. I don't think that's
Probably
it.
she has spent
It's
a
more
lot
reason.
already in planning the event. Now you're not telling her to stop. With the money being refunded back to
You
her.
know, this thing. I think it's a personal issue, because it might be because this managing director has been probably a huge contributor to the church. He has done a lot to the church, and they're
They
not
expect
expecting
everybody to
him
more.
to mourn this. No, it's something. It's something the church
But still, we
plays a
have
part.
different ways of mourning people.
You can't.
She celebrating her birthday does. I think there's another thing. They are just using this one as a cover up and excuse for it all.
For the man to go outside and say, okay, I want to start my own church, it means that the man knows what he's doing, because I believe the man is, to me, I don't see in any fault or any way, because
That is the
it might be an
religions in
helper, it
Nigeria.
might be an helper to me, it might be an helper to me, or probably you've helped me in the past, and I really appreciate that. And you now had a tragic event that occurred. Well, I will come to you. I will show my own
Say my
sympathy,
condolences
my own
and
condolences to you and everything. But it doesn't stop me from having a particular. Okay, what if
It's even a week after his death.
what if it were a child of the pastor that is about to celebrate the
Death.
wedding or something?
you just say
Are
they
you
should stop
saying
the
they will stop
wedding.
the wedding because of the tragic event that happened to a member of the church? I don't think it's a big issue. I think the church has
Another
Their
thing
own
is
another
that
thing
you
to
don't
connection.
use this one as a cover up and excuse for it all.
Exactly. The good thing actually happened at the wrong time,
Exactly.
like the same. Let's move on. UK-based Nigerian replaced Kemi Badnoch brothers stolen shoes and wristwatch. The United Kingdom UK-based Nigerian James Akinwade has bought a new pair of shoes and a wristwatch as a replacement for the ones allegedly stolen from Kemi Badenoch brother by men of the Nigerian Police Force (NPF). In a recent interview, Kemi Badenoch, leaders of the UK Conservative Party, says some officers of the NPF stole her brother's wristwatch and shoes.
That's really
It has been replaced. He just did that recently, so they are thinking that because the vice president Shetima actually wanted to feels like she has been using every opportunity she has in an interview to condemn Nigerian leaders and all, and then maybe the UK based Mr. wanted to like make her feels like it's not all Nigerians that is actually bad, because in every of her words she feels like she has a recent interview that she says that she come from a poor country, that she watched some of her uncles that are rich, wealthy become poorer and poorer every day. So I'm still wondering what Nigeria has done to this lady that make her so bent, hell bent.
To me, I believe we need to call a spade a spade. If because what let's look at what this police officers did. Look at it; it's very very wrong. I don't think she has any bad intentions of condemning the country. It's her own country also. I don't think she has any bad reason to condemn the country. If the country is not doing something bad, she won't come outside and say this thing is actually, just imagine a police officer stealing
Wristwatch and in a
a
shoe.
wristwatch and shoes from a
boy.
citizen, not even an outside, yes, from a citizen, because people are expected to protect and defend and protect them. You are stealing from them.
Nigeria,
If not
Nigeria,
because she's famous.
it's
Just
not even,
imagine
it's not
you
even
know that
about.
you
If not because she's famous, it will go like that.
if the
Who will
watch
return
is
it?
not expensive, she will not be talking about it.
Exactly. You know, because she's famous and this thing went viral. Do you think this UK-based person that returned the shoe will return it?
Even
The police will just do that and go scot-free. They will keep doing it.
even at that, then she has been a lot on the news about Nigerian, the police, the government, the country, and all that. And then it's not just a home-based interview. This is a foreign interview, and then she's been talking about the Nigerian, and which even the vice president even talked about that we should just like maybe she's bad mouthing Nigeria. That
Is it not a week after Davido came out also and did his own interview?
yes, Nigeria,
So, okay, we
Nigeria
now
is
say that
failing.
Davido is lying.
Nigeria is failing a whole lot of us. Nigeria is failing a lot of us. That most people that even have the opportunity to travel out now, they've gone far and then they just wanted to be like, okay,
They are not coming back.
they are not coming back,
Just want to
or
say
they are
that.
not even part of Nigeria anymore.
Okay,
Well,
if you give me the opportunity to travel, I promise you I won't come back.
well,
No, I'm being sincere, because
It is everybody. It's not a question you should ask.
if you give
Is it a
me
question?
something doing there,
Everybody
I have
will
where
not
I'm
come
staying,
back.
I have what I'm doing, what
come
brings me
on.
income.
What is in this
So what am I doing? What
Nigeria?
am I doing here too? I'm
You're
working.
working.
It's not
So
even a question
if
to
I'm
ask.
there, you don't expect me to go come back.
It's not a question to ask. When you give the person
Oh my God.
the visa, everything,
You
and
two,
he's stable, do you think like
you two are not serious,
do
man.
you
You two are
think
not being serious right
if
now.
if
see
if it's
your
if it's
parents for house sef go tell you say no come back house,
Like seriously.
no come back
okay,
house. So what are you saying?
you're
But we
telling me
have
someone like Tunde no, that has been in Atlanta for how many years? Why didn't he come back and say, "I want to come and
we
settle
have
here"?
to join hands together and then fight this bad government and put an end to it. Because if all of us keep running away, who is going to stand against
Don't
the
worry.
bad
When
government?
you get to that stage, you know what you're talking about.
Thank you all for joining today. I've been your host, Bella. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and have a blessed and lovely day ahead. Bye.